I feel like that can't be right. I'm seeing 3 viewers. That seems very illogical. I know I've been away for at least a few weeks, but that was solely because an E-drive was attempted to be fixed, and then found out it was impossible to be fixed, so I had to move a lot of files, and then had to take the E-drive out, and then eventually wait until an E-drive actually came back. Well, more like an updated version, because the one that I was using was from like 2011, and this one's more like last year or something. Wow, I'm surprised at that amount of viewers before I even made the Instagram post. Huh. Mainly because there's a thing I'm trying to find, but I can't find it at all for some reason. One certain photo of myself. I really don't know where it is. Or even if I still have it. Because I can't find it at all. So, one view in, I don't know. Apart from the obvious that I used an engine a lot. And I had 3 viewers, which all of them decided to disappear. Might know who the fuckers are. But, unfortunately, because of this being Pokemon Crystal, and when we last went off, we are stuck grinding. Mainly so we can have our entire team at level 55. We currently have Bulldozer the Tauros and Dogface the Granbull 55. But as of right now, we're Chainclaw the Ursaring, Winged the Pharaoh, Poundon the Giraffe, and Genghis the Kangaskhan. And can I just say, with the new rims I've had, well, new specs is it for my glasses? I've just had to update them. Like, the left screen is very bright, enough that I may have to actually take them off, even though I'm supposed to wear them. Even if it just makes my left ear very uncomfortable. Hey, book covers, thanks for the follow, if that follow remains, that is. Because I do remember the amount of follows I have had that resulted in nothing. Because I can easily just look at my most recent follows, mainly at least the last 4. All of them, well actually 3 of them have Magnolia in it somewhere. And they get removed instantly. But even before that, there was a gap and then, oh wait, there's like 4 more Magnolias. No, 5 more. Yes, it was whilst I was away. But it's still annoying because I see the follow. And then the follow count stays exactly the same. Meaning that I'm at a lose-lose. Because the notification still comes up. But it doesn't count. Do I have much to really say that I haven't just already said within the first few minutes? As the why I couldn't, just wasn't wanting to stream, because I needed somewhere for the recordings to go, and the C drive was not going to have enough storage space at all. It may be a terabyte, but considering how much is already on it, only like 200 gig would remain. I mean, it wouldn't be in such great position. So I'd rather just sort out a new E-drive, which also meant reinstalling all my Steam games last night. Not fun. When it was like almost 50 of them. And yes, I am playing this instead of the beta for Splitgate. Because I already did the daily challenges this morning. And I've already done the weekly challenges. So I don't have a reason to go on there, not when the people I would normally play with no doubt already have a party of 4. Which I can comment all I like, because they're not going to be watching this. Unless I find out that a certain someone is, and it will just not say anything. Because they have before. And I haven't, in terms of Pokemon news, haven't seen the newest trailer for Legends Arceus. I mean, part of it being I get some of it on Twitter. It's sort of a combination of people complaining about the new game and people complaining about the new game. Sometimes informing, sometimes it's one of criticism. Mainly saying that Legends Arceus isn't good, and like comparing it to Elder Scrolls Oblivion from 2006 or something? Seems like I think like 2006. Of how Oblivion had a lot more trees. And yet Arceus, Legends Arceus had hardly any trees. But I mean, I was seeing that, but I was mostly seeing appreciation for the form of Growlithe. And it's another recycle of a meme where they introduce one new form of a Pokemon, because of course it's Gen 1, almost all of the new forms from Alola and Galar were Gen 1. Either they're the natural forms or just G-Max forms. It's the meme of, may have only known this Pokemon for a few minutes, but if anyone does anything to him, I will kill them. I think it's the Office meme, I think it is. I haven't watched the American Office. I just know where a lot of memes come from. With someone also pointing out that because of it being said like a few hundred years in the past, initially it's like, oh wait, these forms no longer exist. But Pokemon Home somehow allows you to transcend space and time. Well, clearly it should be able to work, because if in the timeline Diamond, Pearl and Platinum are like a good 10 or so years before Black and White, and you're able to transfer games up to them, then surely that should be allowed. Like the way one. I know it's like more of a time difference, but considering it was able to be done originally with Gen 1 and 2, even though Gen 2 is supposed to be 3 years after Gen 1, or at least I think that is a situation that is 3 years. Hey! Pickle Master. I must say, long time no see. Mainly because E-Drive problems sort of halted production. Really wish there was a way to speed this up that wasn't just the Elite Four, because I mean, arguably that'd be the better option, but I feel like that would just take longer. Be able to hear great music, but it genuinely feels like it'll take too long to get through each battle. Because no matter with my luck, they won't all be outcomes, as much as I'd want them to be. And somehow Chain Claw is still slower. And the rabbit there says 10 levels lower than him. I know Chain Claw does not have over 100, yet it's grinding. It's a lot of grinding, because this is for red. You know, the trainer that has Pokemon in their high 70s in this game. Yeah. Well, I think it's mostly like a Pikachu that's like A1 in this game, and then the rest are in the 70s, because I think S1's 73 or something. And I think starters, I know at least one of them is 77. Snorlax is not gonna be fun. Okay, so he's at A twice. Considering this is slow as it is, and yet I'm only just getting the team to 55. Because I have beaten Red with Pokemon in their mid-50s. But that's a standard playthrough team. Not an entire team where almost all of them share the exact same weakness of fighting. Oh, come on. It's essentially fall. It's, well, a Kangaskhan, a Granbull, a Tauros, a Pharaoh, an Ursaring, and a Girafarig. And I had to cheat to get the Girafarig, because normally Girafarig is not in this game for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Yeah. I mean, I could have gone Dojo by now. Dojo's a better option, but it's that late game. I don't want to be grinding over Pokemon that much when I'm already taking a while as it is. I mean, yeah, Girafarig definitely does with Psychic. It's just annoying that I could only get Psychic after the League. Because it doesn't learn it naturally. Well, I think it does in later gens, but in this game I had to deal with Psybeam until I got to Saffron from Mr. Psychic. And also I didn't think it was worth teaching Shadow Ball because it's physical. And yes, it has like 100 attack, but the one I did teach it to has an attack of 167. But yeah, I do have two to cover that fine weakness. And then okay. Don't have the greatest to cover the dark weakness for Girafarig. Because I'm pretty sure my Pokemon does or does not know Big Break, unless I am completely mistaken. Oh wait, no, Big Break didn't exist in this gen, did it? No. I have Reversal for it, but that only works when the opponent has whittled me down to low. I have Earthquake, because Tauros plus Earthquake just fits. Not any overall naming theme, just what they sort of represent, because Granbull is referred to Dog Fairy in terms of like on Bulbapedia, sort of the example. Bulldoze is relating to Earthquake and it being a ball essentially, just bulldozes everything. That, yeah, that's Genghis Khan. That was from Pokemon NameRaters.net. That I think I just named it after Winged Spear, and that because the name is a palindrome. Partly because its original beta design was also a palindrome. They altered it so that it wouldn't have essentially a second normal head, just has that small one, the one in black. Although if I was actually trying to go for a naming scheme, I wouldn't know what I'd go for. Yeah. Giraffering. Although I must say you might have spelled it wrong. Because I'm pretty sure the start of it is like the word giraffe. And also be the same forwards and backwards because that's how palindromes work. Like Ho-Oh and Eevee. Even if most people know that by now. And I don't think there's many other Pokemon names that are actual palindromes. They sort of stopped after Gen 2. If this was Gen 4, I'd absolutely give Palindrome Shadow Ball, because then it would be special and I'd be able to utilize it well. I mean, I do need the same thing with Gardevoir and Gen 3 runs. Psychic, Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball. Okay, that I've decided to be a while for no reason. I don't know why it just stopped there. Oh my god. I don't want to be like Starbucks because they don't give enough XP. No, not until my team's 55. Entirely. They're close. I've still got 2 left. Cobra. Yeah, that's the other one. It's not really Palindrome. Because it's like Ekans and Snake. And then there's Punchline to the joke of Muck. Totally hasn't been around for years. Yep, it's because of course Stab Psychic did want to uncover Rabbit Ash for some reason. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Mount Silver tries to make you use Flash, which is not great for a full team, and last time I checked, none of my Pokemon know Flash, because it's a very terrible move. Those accuracy isn't 100% accurate itself. It's like 70, which is the same as Thunder without the rain. Haha, you know it. I know exactly where that's from. I mean, I can't say it's true, because at least either Blizzard, Fire Blast, or Thunder have missed 3 times in a row. Even though I've had no accuracy drops. And it may not be in the certain weather, but it can still do that. Although, is Iron Tail the biggest culprit for it? Where it's like 100 base power? I know. I already have a plan for that. Ahem. I saved it for such a possible occasion. And I wish I would find it shiny. Then I won't be able to use it and it'll just go in the box. I can't use it because now that's gonna end up being a shiny Rapidash, which looks cool, but can't use it. But even if it was a Doduo or Dodrio here, last time I checked, they don't have the greatest of shinies, because I think they're just green. At least in Gen 3, I know the Duo is green. I'll check now if they're actually green in this gen. Wait, hang on, the Duo is like a gold in this? Well, okay, yeah, the Duo is like a sort of off gold, and then Dodrio's a dark gold. Yeah, I know. Did say, so, okay, so it wouldn't be too bad to use them. It would just make the grinding even longer, which is never fun. As for someone who's grinded a lot in many cases. Yeah, grinding a lot, and yet none of it was for any form of the Battle Frontier. And I'm not needing to use Psychic all the time if I can just find the birds anyways. Actually, would not surprise me if it just decides. Really. If it just decides, yeah, let's just give him a shiny Arbok for some reason. Ah, shit. I can't. Okay, well, I have returned for that specific reason. I don't think I've properly encountered a Gen 2 shiny as well. Because technically the only one I would have actually had is, well, okay, I have, and it was a shiny magpie from the odd egg. But when I say properly encountered, I mean random encounter. Because obviously the odd egg's got like 14% chance of being shiny in international releases, and then it's 50-50 in Japan. I don't know if that's even still the case in Hogwarts or Silver. I know that is in this game, but I've just not encountered a Gen 2 Wild Shiny. Because that Gyarados doesn't count, because that's required. I've encountered quite a few in Gen 3. Like, I think I've not encountered a Doduo, a Wurmple, oh god, what else? More than just those two. Oh yeah, a shiny Rattata that I couldn't catch. Because it just happened to be right after I get my starter. Well, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I've checked the mons in there, and they are pretty much the same level as what is out here. If I can look on Mount Silver and Bulbapedia, and essentially say on the first floor, the Pokemon I would be finding would be Arbok, Poliwhirl, Doduo, Dodrio, Ponyta, Rapidash, Tangela, and that's it. No Sneasel, because that's gold and silver. No Ursaring, because that's gold, and no Donphan, because that's silver. Surfing would not help, because I'd find a Poliwag 90% of, Poliwhirl 90% of the time, between the levels of 35 and 44. Fishing isn't much better, because it's just Magikarp and Poliwag. Alright, no, that's exterior, isn't it? No, wait, the first floor came, clearly I said something wrong. Well, it's Golbat at level 45, 5% of the time. Golduck only at night, so at this time, no. Graveler, level 43, Onix at 42, Magmar at 45, Ursaring at 44, and Larvitar at 20, or 15. So that would be me trying to find, well, Ursaring, which is 30%, Magmar is 10%. Wouldn't say Graveler's the greatest, because that's common in Victory Road and that doesn't give off much. Golduck's not even possible. Golbat's 5%, because it's 45 at night for some reason. And also, the room is pitch black. But at least I'll give it a go to see if it's any better than just out here. That's if I can get that is. You know, without encountering Tanglers everywhere. Yeah, that's all I see. This is exactly the same situation in Rock Tunnel. And I pretty much got stuck in Rock Tunnel. So yes, similar level, but I don't know if XP is going to be even close to the same. Because for some reason, white golems do not exist. Okay, that's less. Because with the Pokemon outside, the one that I was fighting were about 1,000. Okay, they weren't exactly 1,000, but they were like 900 plus. Not lower than Arbok. What about Onyx? Not the strongest, none of it all. Okay, absolutely not Onyx. So we're already having to remove 2. Okay, bloody hell. Ursaring is supposed to be here 30% of the time, and yet I've encountered 2 Gravelers before an Ursaring. And Ursaring should be a lot because it's fully evolved. Except I won't know, because I'm gonna find a Larvitar instead. That it's hit 5% of the time, and it's only level 20, and I can't even use it because it becomes dark and rock. I know, I didn't catch it because I have no reason to. Does it become a pseudo-legendary? Yes. But does it also have a quad weakness of fighting? Yes. Does it also have a plethora of other weaknesses? Yes. It's also really annoying that it's supposed to be the pseudo-legendary for Johto. Yeah, where do you find it? Right at the end of the game. Which is exactly the same case for Mischievous. Because you find Mischievous in this area on like 2nd floor or something? Yeah, on the 2nd floor you can actually find it in this cave. What, Mischievous? A pure ghost type, and the only ghost type introduced in this gen is stuck behind 16 badges for some reason. Okay, Ursaring's worth it because that was almost 1,200. Luckily that's 30% of the time, so actually I would not mind a shiny Ursaring in here. Because I'm pretty sure Gen 2 shiny Ursaring is a good one. Hang on. Clean up, I have to check again. It may not be. Oh, fucking hell. And it just put me into red. Okay, from looking at screenshots, does definitely seem like it's still green. And for some reason you're putting shiny Ursa in Gen 2, hardly anything comes up with it actually being Gen 2. Okay, so it's still green. But get the crystal specifically. Okay, I'm really confused as to why the Crystal Ursaring has a different sprite to both Gold and Silver. Okay, that flying type running on us, that is interesting. Man, Scarry, I'm pretty sure it's in RS, which, if it's very good for competitive, then it's really good for a playthrough when it's steel and flying, resists a lot of things. You have Swallow at the start, which is nice, because I mean 2nd gym's easy. 1st gym, well, you have Pelipper to use, even if it's quad weak to electric. Tropius could be helpful, except ice types exist. I don't think there's any fire and flying types. there's no electric on flying either. Don't know about rock on flying in Gen 3. Although, I'm guessing you're doing it without the EXP share to make it more difficult on yourself. Yeah. Watson, especially when, like I said, Pelipper would be O-code. Glacier and Lethal not fun. But unless, because of it being RS, at least one of your Pokemon could learn Close Combat. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure you can't get Hawlucha. Was that with Wingull? Because Wingull with Stab Water Gun shouldn't be so difficult. Although, it would be worse if you were doing Flying type in Emerald. Because you got to deal with that Manectric and that full Magneton. Manectric is difficult anyways if you don't pick Mudkip. Well, actually, it's saying that if you go with Grass type that's high enough level, then it's easy enough. Although, are you... Actually... Like, oh yeah, Rayquaza's post came in RS, isn't it? Oh. So how should be it then? Because normally Wingull would be the best option. Ah. Okay. Well, I forgot about Beautifly because it's another bug flying type. For some reason, too commonly associated with Gen 4, even though it wasn't introduced in Gen 4 at all. It's just that it's more common. Well, at least Wurmple is more common in Gen 4 because of Team Galactic. I'm really trying to think of the other flying types to use. Because both the fossils are gone. Because they're either rock and bug or rock and grass. So it's not Gen 1. Really am unable to think of the other flying types in Gen 3 that aren't just Rayquaza. I can't use flying on either because that's not flying type, but I'm guessing Salamence is that late game is not really possible. Crobat's a possibility. And also would be a lot easier to get because apples should be easy to raise in that. Can't really have any more flying types when the only one was Tornadus and none that were primarily flying because there was always something flying. Unless Noiva and Noiva were RS, but I'm pretty sure they weren't. Cypher might be in Survivor. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to see. Okay. Yeah, that does sound like what a strategy. I guess for other ones, of a flying type. Gyarados is one, even though it's an orthodox flying type, because if it was water and dragon, then it would have no wings at all in Gen 1. I'm pretty sure they're doing the Drio on OS, unless I'm thinking too much of Emerald where they're in the Safari Zone. Zartu's in it, which... Okay, it's more great offensively. Defensively, it's not great at all. I think Yanma's available. This could become Yang Mega. Skarmory, like I said, it's available. Okay, Masquerade and Ninja's interesting. I mean, Ninja could you just abuse a speed boost. Maybe. Okay. Salamence, because it's a legendary. Understood. Gyarados. Well, if you use it defensively against any electric type, it's kind of gonna go down all the time. Well, I'm guessing you didn't ban the others, because a lot of them weren't super powerful. Because what about Altaria? That's not a pseudo legendary, it still has the same typing as Salamence, it's just got a base out total of 490. Okay. Yeah, I'd not use a Pidgey. That must be good. I think most Megas are? Okay. Altaria would just be the substitute for Salamence then. Especially when Salamence is in the first game, because is Salamence in Auras still in that one location that you need 8 badges to get to? Because it's Meteor Falls, but you need Waterfall to access. And what else? Okay, yeah, that's the end of it. Because the others are Salamence, Mega Salamence, Rayquaza, and Mega Rayquaza, which are banned. Oh. Yeah, okay. But then what's the situation? Actually, I don't think there are any Megas that get a flying type upon Mega Evolution. Because most of the time they start off as flying like Charizard and then become something else. So I don't think there's actually any Megas that become a flying type. Because the ones that were flying either stay flying or change. Ah, yeah, okay, Pinsir's the only one I wasn't thinking of it. Because I don't think of Pinsir much, because why is it a bug type and yet a lot of its moves are normal and fighting? It's supposed to be like it has no evolution as well, just a Mega. Did I already go past that? Clearly I did, because it's right underneath Pinsir. Really did miss that one. I really don't know how I did that. This is amazing. Flying type only in Oz. Okay. Well, definitely interesting on my end, because I've only gone through Oz once. And that was years ago. So trying to remember how much they changed from Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald, apart from the Battlefront tier, is difficult. Because I know it introduced Megas. Well, more Megas. Mainly the rest of the Hoenn starters, Camelot, Slowbro, Steelix. I think the Mega Pinton Pidgeot was in ours as well. Yeah, one line with loads as well as Beedrill, Sableye, Sharpedo, Altaria, Glalie, Salamence, Smeargos, Delatius, Lopunny, Gallade, Nordino, Dehancy, and Quaver. Okay, that's just quite a few there that didn't need Megas, but still received them. Mainly the two pseudo legendaries, the Latias and Rayquaza. They were already powerful on their own without Megas. They didn't need Megas. Sableye needed a Mega. Lopunny arguably did. Okay. Yeah, I guess you would if... Well, if the rival had Trico, because at some point you'd have Grovyle and Ludicolo. Which they don't do well, mostly, against Valentine's. Well, okay, Ludicolo gets Ice Beam, but last time I checked the starter does not teach Ludicolo Ice Beam. Even though that's what I normally do. I mean, yeah, that's a decent high coverage for flying in ours. It's not like in Gen 1 where for quite a decent chunk of the game most of your team is just normal flying. When you have Pidgeot, Pharaoh and Dodrio, that's half your team. That is just the same. Yet you are able to get Aerodactyl. And you may or may not use the legendaries, because I didn't use that as my electric type run in Fire Red, because that'd be too much. But I mean, there's nothing saying that you can't get them. Also, I'm getting Crunch now. Don't really want it, because it is special in this gen, which means it'll be really good. Haven't exactly used agility much at all. When I have used it, it's very situational. Yeah. Yeah, the flying one. Especially if you have a goal by that. Like, I don't know if you might chain it up that much. And if happiness is that high, you could make it a crowbar, but I won't say it's easy as an emerald, because even when you have a Taillow, because you don't want to level it too much to get a Swallow, it can be difficult because it uses bulk up twice, you get it to low, and then it uses reversal. And bang, your entire team dead. But I guess, yeah, it would be easy in all hours because it's just copying the team from Ruby and Sapphire. Even though I still feel like they should have done the teams from Emerald. I mean, especially for Electric. Because at least then Watson would have Hoenn electric types, not just only from the first generation, and that's it. I think he's the main culprit, because at least with, well, at least with the others, they use Hoenn Mons as like the aces. It's just Watson. I guess, well, actually, yeah, once well, I think it's my lord. It's just in Emerald, it's a culprit using the very annoying Kingdra. Yeah, that's what we like to see, crits. And also, speaking of challenges, I'm planning to do at least one in Generation 1, but not Fire King, no, Red. The one caveat being the type I'm using is pretty much combined with another type throughout, like, most of the mons that are being used. Giving it 2 full times weaknesses. And I know at least one person would attempt to say that, oh, like, a solo type run would be too easy compared to the solo runs of Pokemon with very low base atolls. But when an entire team can commonly share at least one weakness, and there's gonna be like one required trainer that has that type, and you essentially have no coverage, you just gotta rely on stab damage and the hope that you can either confuse them to make it so they can't hit, or the stab does enough damage that they're on the threat. Or even it's like with some types, if you only have like 1 or 2 options, usually you can try and go for the rule of just have your entire team be that one Pokemon, or that Pokemon ends up being really strong. Like if you're doing Dragon in Gen 1 Kanto, because then you just have a Dragonite by the end of the game, which is just a pseudo legendary. So that'd be too easy once you actually get it, because Dratini is not fun to grind up at all. Well, that's usually the caveat. Either there's a lot of team members to choose from, and then just end up being somewhat weak, or there's like only one in the entire region, but it ends up being quite strong and good for a playthrough. I mean, in most cases, normal's gonna have a lot of team members. Water usually does. I mean, Ghost in most games is one way it struggles. You don't always have a lot. I mean, in Gen 1 you only get one option. In Gen 2, well, if you start with Mischievous, then at least you get 2. Gen 3 you get a bit more, especially one with no weakness, as well as Dusclops and Bennett, and maybe somewhat more. I know that the 2 before aren't in the horror index, which is a problem. Well, it's something. Gen 4 has quite good times, because... Yeah, it is. It has only two weaknesses of Darker Bug, which is nice. Pharaoh, Ursaring, Kangaskhan, White Tauros, I was always blanking on them, and Grand Ball. Grand Ball because it's Gen 2 and I feel like it doesn't get enough time to shine at all. Mainly because for some reason Stubble has a chance of running away. This Kangaskhan, for some reason, is only in Rock Tunnel. I have no idea why, especially when in Gen 1 it was in the Safari Zone only. And yet they decided to put in Rock Tunnel where it's absolutely pitch black. Tauros is actually able to get easily because it's not in the Safari Zone. Pharaoh, when Dodrio is too far away. Noctowl is not good enough because it doesn't learn Psychic through level up. And when it gets Confusion, it's level 41. And also because Terias is very cute and can be obtained in Dark Cave very easily. But only in the morning. Yeah, not interrupting. I mean, yeah, it's a caveat of them being only normal types. But it's generations 1 and 2. I didn't have much options. Because I had one normal Psychic, a few normal flying types, and then the rest were pure normal. I mean, Azring would end up being really great in Gen 4. Because your entire moveset of Slash, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch can all be physical. That's if you're willing to be me and grind a whole lot in the Voltor Flip by cheating and just searching up the guide online. I did it and holy shit was it so much. I mean, at least all of them get returned with Stab. If only there was more than one pink bow. Because that's 102 base power plus 50% from Stab. And then plus an extra 10%. Which I don't know the calculation for that. Well, I guess it would be the 10% bonus of 10. Plus a 50% of 51 or 61. Yeah, do get Zubat. It may be a common piece of shit, but it does become fucking amazing. I feel like I use Crobat in too many runs. Gen 4 seems to be where it's most prevalent that I use it. Cause you can get it before the first gym. Like just the cave up ahead. And then you have a Pokemon that can just crane through every single fine type in the game pretty much. Apart from, I think, Medicham and any other psychic fighting types. Or even any fighting type with a rock move. But any fighting type with only fighting type moves or Toxicroak, then it can just cream through. I'll definitely say it becomes better in Gen 6 because at least you can use Poison on Fairies instead of only on the grass typing. But this means you get a completely wall Gardenia Gen 4. Fortunately, there's no grass type gym in Oras, which is annoying. So it does wall brawling and that's it. Cause you can't use it amongst the next gym. You could attempt to use it in the 4th, Because I don't think that they have rock moves. I know that one of them is flying ground that might have rock slime. But I don't think any of them are fire and rock specifically, because no one's wanting to use them as cargo. And then, okay, 5th gym, possibly? Well, okay, the most that they have for the flying time move is counter? And I guess if you, I don't know when you get toxic, but you could very much just poison it. 5th gym's a bit difficult because Skarmory exists. 7th gym you have no chance because psychic types. I guess I'm pretty sure at least one of Winona's Pokemon has Ice Beam or something. So that'll be a bit of trouble. 7th is gone. 8th is a bit iffy. I mean, yes, the main plan is toxic everything and then also use Confuse Ray. Because Confuse Ray is very common with Golbats, which means it'll just be more common with Crobat. Well, it's not the most versatile Crobat.
Hello!
Okay. Yes, thank you for the follow. I didn't mean to use fly there, I clearly was just mashing buttons. Almost got to KO. Just that realization of is Zubat near enough in in almost every game. The only one I can think of it's not in is the main game of Black and White. And it might not even be in Black 2 and White 2 main game. But none of every other one is. Yes, it's only in caves, but it's still there. Very much useless in Gen 1. Golbat, I don't know how good Golbat was in Gen 1. Gen 2 just made it so good. It does have that one problem though. It's shiny. Like the entire line, all 3 of them, in my honest opinion, don't have great shinies. People have already done redesigns of them where you just flip them properly, instead of just making Zubat and Golbat green, and then shiny Crobat the invert of those colours. Where Crobat you can either make it blue, well yeah, make it invert of the normal colours of Zubat and Golbat. Or just make it the colours anyways. God, the grinding really taking a toll, and I still have 2 more to do to get to 55, and then I will at least attempt Red. But then what the hell to do if I actually beat Red? I mean, that means is one of the few. Well, I mean, with Gen 1, I'd say it's a problem. Other than 2, rather than Gen 1. Grinds. Actually, in almost every Pokemon game, because it's an RPG, grinding is required at the end. By the time they got to Gen 6, it was mostly removed. Mostly. I mean, you still have to do some if you don't put on the EXP share. And then I think by 6, well, by Aura, I don't think you'd really have to. And then Gen 7? Gen 7 and 8, I didn't feel like I did that much grinding. Then again, I haven't played the main game of either version of Gen 7 in a while. And also Gen 8 I've only done once. So it's just most of the earlier ones where it's either one gym where you feel like you need to. Well, I think Gen 1 sometime after the 4. I mean, you might need to also for the second if you're me. But it is just end of the game. It's usually before the Elite Four, and I even had the grind for just before the Elite Four, or even the final boss. Cause, well, I mean, it would be like taking on Steven, which I don't think I even did, because I just haven't. Well, that's very expected. I mean, what is fighting meant to do that early on against flying types that either are neutral to one's attacks, or if they're not normal, completely resistant, or even if you just have Golbat, quad resist. And I'm not wanting to say that it's honest, meaning that it's easier. More like fighting types only become a struggle when it's Gen 2 version of Bruno with Rock Slide. Because even though it's supposed to have like 90 accuracy or something, they still hit a lot. Like, not even a case of like them having compound eyes. Oh yeah, I thought about it now. I'm pretty sure I had the grind in Gen 3. But Brawly. Yeah. I do not remember how much I had to. Just say I was on a basis of Micro Heat is usually the only problem. Because Meritite you can shut down easily. Matchup is only a problem in the case of getting your Pokemon down to like an orange or yellow. Meritite's only a problem if you try and set up against it and instead of just attacking it every turn. And then Magahita, well, I guess putting it to sleep is the best bet. Oh yeah, inner focus means fake out can't be used against it. It just stops all forms of flinching. But I know that the Magahita line can learn fake out, but I don't know if, well, Brawly's has fake out at all. Or it's just Hariyama that gets it. Yeah. I will have to check that as well. Oh, fuck. Oh wait, there's no military in ours. Shit. Wait, does he? Because in ours, I'm going on at Serby.net. Level 16, I didn't realize I was that low, because in Emerald it's like 19. Yamakita's got Arm Thrust, Knockoff, Sand Attack, and Bulk Up. But that's a lot easier than Emerald, where it's got Vile Throw, Bulk Up, and Reversal. Hang on. Okay, for some reason when I try and type in Emerald Gyms, it doesn't want to come up with the type map, the moves for the Pokemon. Yeah, reversal, Bulk Up, Fire Throw, and Arm Throw. That, and level 19 with a Citrus Berry and Den 3, that deadly, and it even has Guts. Like, what the Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, in the rematch, the Magahita becomes a Hariyama, then gets Fake Out. But that's only in the first one. For some reason on level 37 and Emerald only. And then the second one still has Fake Out. Third one still has Fake Out. Fourth one, it still has Fake Out. And then for some reason it doesn't when it comes to Black to White 2 Pokemon World Tournament. And then doesn't in ours. Like, okay, clearly they made it a bit too easy by copying straight from a Ruby and Sapphire. Like, come on. It's a remake, don't just copy exactly from it. Like, if they just gave the gym leaders the teams that they had in Emerald, then at least be something. Look, they make brawling slightly more difficult. Because brawling in Emerald is difficult, once they so much in Blue and Sapphire. I think it's mostly the same for Flannery? I know it's different, I don't know if it's more difficult for Norman, because, well, in RR's Ruby and Sapphire, I'm pretty sure Norman is too slacking. And Emerald he only has one, but also at the same time has a line noon with Belly Drum. Which, yeah, if you don't take it out, it will sweep your team. I even had personal experience from it, because usually I'm able to. But considering Belly Drum is powerful on a Snorlax, and Belly Drum maxes out attack, if it can set up and sweep, it will sweep. Wouldn't surprise me if there actually is like a ROM hack of RS online somewhere, making it more difficult. If the gyms are very similar to how they were in the original Ruby and Sapphire, like same teams, same moves, same levels, pretty much same everything. Although I think they might have done that for Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. I guess that could be justified, because that was their first remake and not their third. And also abilities and natures were included. And also they still weakened it by giving Giovanni a second right horn and not a right horn. I mean, they definitely fixed the movesets, because I'm pretty sure in Gen 1 Giovanni's Pokemon just had one Oko moves that a lot of the time it couldn't even hit. But I think the teams on the whole were the same. Just updating moves, well, mainly Onyx with like Rock Tomb or something, but would sparingly use it. Otherwise remain the same. Like I said, I didn't want to copy anything from Yellow because I was more anime based. And also they couldn't really do anything from the Japanese Blue. Okay, so after this is just one more. Now we're taking a minute if it's almost 3 o'clock. God, how much am I gonna run into the only rock types in this area? I know there's 3 of them, but one's like 5% and the other 2 don't give 1,000+ experience. Yep, of course, fucking burnt. Wait, did you do that through? Oh, what the fuck is it called? Well, that feature where you're supposed to creep behind Pokemon that when you get more of them, the Pokemon have a chance to have their hidden ability. And also somewhat increase the chance of shininess. And tells you a move that they have. I don't remember what Rivalry does. But usually most hidden abilities are meant to be good. Okay, that's a good and bad thing. From what I'm reading up, that it only does well against Pokemon the same gender as it. But that's interesting that it reduces the attack by 25% if used on opposite gender. But when it says attack, I'm guessing that's both physical and special. Like, it's not clear, but it says uses an attack on Wikipedia. And usually that would mean either physical or special. Yeah, that is interesting that Beautifly is the only bug type to actually get rivalry. Because all the rest are either poison, normal, or dragon. Mainly the Nidos, the Peter line for some reason, Axu line, and the Litleo line. Well, hey again, Pikmin Master. I'm guessing you temporarily went somewhere. Unless you're still watching during time you weren't saying anything, I don't know. I'm just talking gibberish at this point. Yes, we're still grinding, before you say. Because I mean, I don't mind people doing that. Usually I'm fine with people just keeping this in the background. As long as long as I know someone is there, then I have no problem. Come on, really? Like Golbat's gonna be surviving the Sabjol pack? Don't remember Golbat being that good defensively. Yes, it has a good defensive typing, but it's usually only against grass and fire. Nanos a bug. They're not the flying itself. These Magmars are good now. It's just Ursaring that are not, and Golbats that are not. Meanwhile, everything else in here I can't really deal with because rock types, or too low of a level, or the main reason, none of experience from them. Which is fun, having them be the same level as other Pokemon, but because they're not fully evolved, like about half the experience of them, which is very questionable. I also don't know how long it would take for this one particular episode to get onto YouTube, because Well, I have attempted to upload some of the files onto my VODS channel, but I know what very soon I'm needing to edit one of them to cut out like about an hour of content. But the problem is that the software that I use is not great, especially in my case, because you attempt to cut it down and it doesn't want to work at all. I'm pretty sure it was not as shiny. I am looking at the screen and also hearing it. I wouldn't know if it was as shiny. If I had the game on mute entirely, I would absolutely not know. But actually I would, because it would look completely different. But even with that, at times I have thought Pokemon that weren't shiny were. Pokemon that were shiny weren't. I'm not doing that yet, I will. Like I said, 55 my entire team. We have 4 of them to 55. One at almost 54 and the other one stuck at 50. I mean, I have the plan of sending Tauros out first. Okay. Do it, real. No, I'm sticking to my guns. I still have the plan of sending out Tauros first because I'm pretty sure Tauros is going to outspeed Pikachu and use Earthquake immediately for the Oko. But after that, I won't know. I won't know which Pokemon's going to be sent out next. Could be any of them. I mean, at least now I have coverage for Espeon. Well, I mean, I already did. With Shadow Ball. And then, Charles, I have Thunderbolt and Thunder Punch. With that being the same for Blastoise. For Venusaur, I have Drill Peck, and Fire Punch, and also Ice Punch. And also Psychic. For Snorlax, well, I have Reversal, but I can't do that off the start. So Dizzy Punch in my way would have to be the best plan. I don't think that's... Well, unless I'm missing one with the Pikachu gone in one hit. The starters are able to be gone with elemental moves. Espeon via Shadow Ball or Crunch. And then Snorlax would have to be Dizzy Punched. And I'm gonna outspeed it, so hoping that I can get to like really low. Not dying and use Reversal on it. So I do have coverage for them. Oh, that... Because it's been quite a while since I've done it. And this series is already like in about 11 or so parts. At this rate. Well, okay, wouldn't say the first or the second. Partly because, well, the first one's just against normal, just flying types. Second one was against bug types. And usually was not a problem. I think third one on the whole wasn't a problem. Because of what I tried to do with it. Because I thought I was able to get... Okay. Well, it wasn't because I had Girafarig at that point, meaning that I could just use Psybeam the entire way through. Because even though you can't get it normally in Crystal, I still had it off the start. Because I wanted to have it because it was in gold and silver. It's also in hot gold and soul silver. But like Afros, they stupidly took it out. Look. Are you gonna say that I can't for one Pokemon? But I still did it respectfully because I only, well, gave myself... Look, I may have given it to me off the start, but I didn't use it until I got to the route where it was normally found. So I didn't use it through the first 3 gyms. Only from the 4th onwards. Actually no, after the... yeah. It must have been after the 4th as well. No, it was just before it because you can't get to the area after 3 gyms. You don't need Surf to get it, Surf just makes it quicker. But it's the only case I've done it because in the others I either didn't have to because you were able to get all electric types in fire. Well, what's that mean? Well, you're able to get all electric types in that. Most grass types were available in Emerald, the only one being the Xenia that you can't for some reason. But, like how many times do I need to say? Level 55 for my entire team, then I will. I don't know how successfully it will go, I just know in Gen 2 you can beat Red with level 50 Pokemon. It's just when it comes to Gen 4, not so much. That was weird. Blood common. Going to just glitch out like that. Well, I would definitely attempt Red before the stream ends. Because I have like an hour plus to go. And then unfortunately it's going to be the only stream of the day, well, of this Friday, because of something I'm doing with my friends. But streaming should return to normal next week. Unless more technical problems occur, which honestly I don't know. Okay, because I need to know, well, mainly remember, okay, so it is, the starters at 77, Pikachu at 81, Espeon at 73, and Snorlax at 75. Yeah, and Espeon, well, okay, technically only has really one good move in Psychic, because Swift is physical, Mud Slap is just really annoying. Okay, Reflect is for the rest. Venusaur will try and set up Sunny Day and Solar Beam, or just use Solar Beam anyways. Either way. It will try and do that at the start, but if it says a Sunday, then Charizard's gonna have a field day with my team. Blastoise might set up Rain Dance just so it can get boosted Surf. And obviously I'm guessing it can't get Hail at all, because it has Blizzard. Snorlax just has Rest, Snore, and Amnesia, so yeah. Amnesia to make the fight go on for longer. Rest and Snore to be a pain, because while it's asleep, he'll still be able to attack me. A Body Slam for Stab that will likely poison me. No, not poison, paralyze. Where did I get poison from? And Pikachu, if it doesn't get Charm off, then I'm good. Because then the Earthquake will Oko. Just longer than I'm faster than it. Because it may be higher leveled, but it's a bloody Pikachu. like, a Pikachu is weak when it's just a first form star. That because it's a mascot overshadows Raichu. It's much cooler evolution. Especially its Alolan form. Still don't know why Raichu itself never got any form of a buff. It already has to live in the shadow of its pre-evolution. And even when it got an Alolan form, I mean, I'm guessing in the anime it's still lost to Pikachu, because well, actually it's Pikachu in the anime, to my knowledge, has beaten 3 different Raichus. Beaten Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. Well, that was a very early arc in the anime, where it could have evolved into Raichu itself, and then I know we encountered one in Gen 4, and that was a small arc. And then I know it faced off against one with Pancakes in Gen 7. But I haven't watched that episode. Because... well, Gen 6 was the last anime I did watch for Pokemon. I haven't even watched all of it. I know I got somewhere in XYZ. And it is good, even if I still don't like Ash's voice actor. Ash's voice actor throughout the first 8 seasons, good, except for, okay. I guess the original version of Ash in like episode 1 or something, that's not good. But then it was fixed later on. So I guess what happens when you go from 4 kids to... well, was it straight up the Pokemon Company doing it from season 9 onwards? Unless they did it from like Black and White. Because I know it was 4 kids throughout all of Kanto, Johto, and I guess Hoenn? Because yeah, it was definitely Battle Frontier onwards that the new voice actor came in. Well, it was definitely somewhere in Gen 6. It was... pretty sure it was before the championship, where he was robbed by the writers. But we also now have only one left. And I guess then to say, because I won't say that I would have any actual full-on crashes, but just in case my PC shuts off for no reason, which I don't think it ever has, but there's always that small chance. But yeah, with the anime, I've watched hardly any of Gen 5 anime, and then if everyone calls that the worst, I mean, okay, the openings are good. Like, all 3 of them are amazing. It's just the anime itself, because, well, Brock's gone, having to deal with Iris and Silent. And also Ash went to being fucking dumb. And also for some reason, yeah, the grind is very fucking real. It's an RPG, I'm used to it. I mean, in every RPG I have played, grinding is a necessity. A lot of the Pokemon games, yes. The Dark Souls series, yes. Even games that aren't RPGs, grinding is still necessary. What? I used smokescreen once and I only miss? Oh, and because of how climatic it is, I will put the animation back on for the red fight. I mean, and also the grind is only to 55. Imagine if it was to actually level 16. Like, holy shit. Okay, why did I do that when it's not going to do much? I should have realised. I don't really know this is we only have that one left. Still weird that the front sprite for Kangaskhan has the kid visible on one's shoulder, when normally it's in the pouch, and I'm pretty sure it is in the... Oh no, that's back sprite. The front sprite's the one where it has it in the pouch, like an actual kangaroo. Can I at least get the confusion off with Dizzy Punch? No. Why would I ever think that? And yeah, well, that was just... I think it's mostly good in competitive, because... I mean, you use a focus sash, and then you just use reversal, and you can sweep the team. But I guess in doubles it works really well if it's a slow Pokemon. Hold it on with a focus sash, and then you can use Trick Room. Because then you just be able to reversal sweep when you're faster than everything else. Because, well, the speed will have reversed. And I also hate Dizzy Punch's PP only being 10. Why? Like, it has the same as Mudslap, and that's 20 and 70. Well, okay, Mudslap's 70, Dizzy Punch's is 70. But I'm pretty sure Slash has more power points than Dizzy Punch, and yet it's the same power, but has a crit chance. Hang on. Yeah, Slash is 70 base power with 20 power points, and then you have Dizzy Punch 70 with 10. Yes, different secondary effects, but same base power. Completely different power points. Like, it's not even like if it's Psychic or something. Because Psychic's there with 10 on 90, and then it's like Thunderbolt and Flamethrower have 95. And I think Ice Beam's the same with 50. Both. Yeah, I don't think those three have 15 power points, and yet are more powerful than Psychic that has 10. Up to a max of 16. Just some cases with PowerPoint situation is weird. Because, yes, the more powerful ones have an only 5. That makes sense. Hyper Beam, Giga Impact, Fire Blast, Blizzard? I don't know, I think Blizzard's the same as Thunder, isn't it? But essentially the ones that are like powerful and recharge moves should have small amounts of PP in them. Not Giga Drain until like Gen 4, when it had, well I think Gen 2 to 4, Gen 3, because it wasn't in Gen 1. But when Giga Drain was a thing, 60 base power, 5 power points. Was it the best grass type healing move? Yes, it is still usable, yes, but why only 5? Got bumped up to 10. Then the base power got bumped up to 75. And I don't think it's been added to ever since. There's the confusion that took a while to kick in at literally any point. And they actually managed to hit themselves in confusion. Because normally it would not do that at all. And I also don't think that any of my Pokemon will get to 200 health. I mean, Chain Core 55 isn't far. And Genghis is still 4 levels off, but I don't think one will get to 200. And I also haven't checked if I have any rare candies at all. Let's see if I even do. So I have 1. Won't use it because it might not even be necessary. Of course not an Oko in Niles if I was going to get burned there. More avatars? Really? Not helpful. And also, my stream manager for some reason is fucked up. Well, more like on my phone, it just has. It just decided to just stop working. Well, it's working now. But just before, nothing even existed. And more avatars, even though it's about 5%. Well, 1 is more Earth Rings, if anything. Even if I'm still running out of Dizzy Punch power points, because I only have 10. Why? I won't know. Yes, I can use Iron Tail, but it's not the most reliable move in the world. Because I don't think there's never been a move off the start that has more than 100 base accuracy. Well, I guess apart from the ones I can never miss. But the only time you would is like with compound eyes or something, where it's like an extra 20% for accuracy. But I don't know if that covers like just only one sand attack or something. I've never done the calculations. Well, no, it doesn't really matter in this gen when it doesn't exist. And did I even teach any of my mom's Flash, or is it just a Hey Angela rather right now? Yeah, it's just HM20 somewhere in the box. I don't think it's on the third, which that was just the MVP for the first few gyms. Okay, close to 52, but still gonna be more going in. Oh, confused myself. Yes, you fought through it. Oh, god damn it. No, I don't want to be flying gravelers, they are not helpful. Regardless of how many times I say it. Everything's more like it. If only you didn't use rest every single time I hit it once. Okay, 193, not far from 200. But it did go up by 4, so... Well, if it continues going up by 4, then that's 197. And then 201. When it reaches level 54. I can do one of two things. Get to 54 and use the red candy on it. Or get to 55 normally and give the red candy to another one of my teammates that's already 55. Except I don't know who. Because, let's rate, all of them deserve it. I just get the encounter here, or you just gonna be really picky. Unless I'll leave the cave before I've even gone encounter. So however, I don't know if I can carry any other items in this place. Because for some reason there's limited storage space in the first 3 games. Really annoying. Especially when to pick up a nugget and then, oh, bags full. Although it is most egregious in Gen 1. Mainly because you have literally only 20 spaces and everything just goes into one bag. I got cramp. I'm a foot. This is not fun to hear, is it? Hearing someone got cramp. Because God, has it been a while since I've had this form of cramp. Okay, I think it's gone now. But it is absolutely the worst when you wake up with cramp. Okay, Jesus Christ, that was a bit much. Pretty sure that was only Furious Crimes, or was it just a really powerful slash? Okay, even with having that much health, it still didn't even do over half. There's no confusion off, hopefully I don't get hit as well. The avatar really is not necessary, I don't need to keep on finding it. Oh, come on. I'm pretty sure that's 2 in a row. And orange really is not helping. Okay, magma's helpful though. What if I don't get burnt though? Or if somehow I don't even get into red with that much health. Okay, one more, no 53. It's not gonna be from fighting a Larvitar. Oh, fuck! Oh. That's a bit close now, isn't it? Well, it's got 153 and yeah, like I said, 197, so after by 54, Genghis should have over 200 health. The only mon on the team to do so. If only I could get back to heal, because then I could restore power points. We are very close to being able to fight bloody red. I wish it was very close, but it's still 54 and 55. Well, like I said, it should be before the end of the stream, even though it's almost 4 o'clock and after that 1 hour to go. Because I do an about half 1 till 5 PM my time. Which is, well, technically British summertime, because it is Britain and it's summer. The most I know is that in America about 1 on the East Coast where it's 5 hours difference would mean it's like no, I'm thinking about 7 or 8 AM. Rather than on the East Coast, not like the far end where it's like, well, it's the first, I don't think the first one is like 8 hours. Because I know there's all the ones in between that are like 6 hours and 7 hours. I get the XP imbalance, nice, because it's definitely not slow, it's just, if everything was an Oko, and if I was able to find Ursaring and Magma and Golbat every time, it wouldn't be such a problem. But Gravelers and Onyxes want to exist. For reasons I can't figure out. Top of a big cave! And Geodude and Onyx are known for being in caves. I still can't get her turning into red in every single time. And yet I'm almost 10 levels above it. It's just that buff. Clearly not buff enough to survive a second though. Don't use rest. Good. Using rest at this phase is just a dick move. Okay, almost a 54. I wasn't sober. That's within like 3 minutes or something. Because arguably, because of the beta toe, it could be too easy to do a Pokemon run with any Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon only run. If the Pokemon have like close to 500 in their stats, because Pixel Kangaskhan's got 490 or like 495. I know it's in similar range with like Magmar and like the Miltank and Tauros, and also Altaria. I don't know how many more have like 490, 495, just close to 500 but not at 500. Well, there's the first miss. And of course, somehow Ursaring can break out of confusion next turn and also use rest. How much bad luck is that in one turn? I miss an Iron Tail. And then the Ursaring breaks out of confusion just to rest. Oh, and I missed again. Here's a bad luck from Iron Tail coming into fruition. So I took it down, but it just wasted time. And time is of the essence. Person. Well, I don't know if it's still picking up, so. I don't know why it's still slightly funny than the last message you typed in was God. Okay, where's the encounter? There we go. Oh, come on! Yeah, I was right with 201. Also, almost the same attack speed, and then we have special attacks in at 64. And now we can go and heal. And know that we're one level away from, well, hoping to see if I can actually beat Red. Because if I can't, then clearly I've either got to try again or more grinding. It just depends upon how much we get demolished. If it's like we're very close to the last two Pokemon, then I won't grind up. But if we get stuck on Snorlax or something, somehow. But if we get stuck at least one, and we're like either before halfway or just over halfway, like there's still 3 left, then grinding may have to be in order. Yeah, I'm hearing that sound, and it's not what I'm wanting. that's nattering. I was doing all that with my eyes shut, because I think I'm just going backwards and forwards. And by the time I'm just going to be pressing the A button. I need to always have my eyes wide open, even though you can't see it. And I just hope that I still have the good volume settings, unless I have to put one higher, because I don't know. It seems like it's fine. But on stream it may be fine. I don't know how well it translates over to recording, because sometimes the recording likes to fuck off, and somehow the one I get from Twitch ends up being serviceable. Meanwhile, the recording I get that's supposed to be recorded in about 1080p doesn't always work because it's 1080p and yet it's still blurry as shit. I don't know how much of that is because of the game or it's false 1080p. But because it's 1080p 60 FPS, because I put it in 60, because usually 60 is the best for when you're recording gameplay. And usually 1080p is fine if it's not gameplay. So I have to near enough stick it to 60 all the time. No, I have no choice. But I also don't get why some videos have like the option of 1080p 50. Like I know that's supposed to be 50 FPS, but it's a weird option. Because it's normally 30 FPS, which is what games used to. Well, so you get it running. And then 60 would always be the better one. And 30 usually is not one to help. It's just usually would be better for frame rates to still exist and everything to be like everything to still function. Even though most games now run in 60. I don't think there are none of any modern games that run in 30 unless they're like remakes of arcade games or even just older games, but usually if the new ones then it's 60 all across the board. Okay, that's at least over halfway now. Oh, come on. And now he's rest again. Okay, do I need to miss again? Waiting for it to glitch out. Almost left until find red. Oh, come on. Should be the last one I'm needing to find. If it's not, then shit. Yeah, course, that's just a slight bit off. I mean, it's not as annoying as when the bar is full, but for some reason it doesn't want to go all the way. But I hope that the defense isn't so high that I can't Oko the Onyx. Oh, come on. Really want that to piss me off, game? Boys, we're level 55 now. Which means we can challenge Red. Only took us 2 hours and a half of a stream to even get there in the first place. But like I said, Bulldozer off the start. Mainly because Earthquake should be able to Oko the Pikachu and outspeed it. We'll go back to Pokemon Center because I don't want to have one of my Pokemon not have full power points and also pretty much be dead. I really kind of hope I can beat Red in this stream itself. Or I'm gonna have to do another stream of possible grinding. I mean, I've already done at least 2 streams of this. Technically, well, 3, because the recording fucked up and it split into... Well, okay, the recording was fine. Okay, there was one that didn't exist, but in terms of recording, it did... No, streaming, it fucked up. And it essentially just started anew. But recording was the end of the same. But here we have the final team. Bulldozer the Toros. With 152 attack, 151 speed. Thrash and Earthquake as the main moves. Winged the Pharaoh, 159 HP. Main stats being attack and speed. As well as Drill Peck and Steel Wing as the main moves on Focus Band, because it's a Pharaoh that doesn't have the greatest, well, it does have decent defense, but I wouldn't say the best, and also any special move he'll go down quite easily. Chain Claw the Ursa Ring, 192 HP, 178 attack, and then 122 defense and not 100 speed, annoyingly. Still has 115 in special attack and 20 damage. It's fine for the elemental punches because they weren't physical yet, but if they were physical, they're doing a lot more damage. Power join the Giraffe Ring. I think Giraffe Ring, not what I said before. I don't even know what it was. 171 HP, 135 special attack, and 130 speed. With every star being above 100. Genghis, the Kangaskhan, 205 HP, the most in the entire team. 127 attack and 126 speed. Has every star above 100 except special attack, which is fine because I'm not using special attack at all. Still have Lair though for some reason. Dog Fairy the Grand Ball, 183 HP and 167 attack, but is not the fastest. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is the slowest. But that doesn't mean it's an absolute slow coach, because to my knowledge it's still going to be faster than Snorlax is. But against the rest of the team, I do not think so. And that is it. I for some reason thought that was like another one, but there isn't. But I'm pretty sure at least some of them have like stats that end up being the same or very close to the same. Because obviously, Chain Claw's got both special stats being 115. Same with Winged. And I'm pretty sure that Dogfair's got the same going on with 88. And then Kangaskhan's almost there with defense and special defense. But I'd say we are ready as of right now to go and do red. With 32 hours and 32 minutes on the clock. And I also do have a map to essentially show me the path to go to make this quicker. If I had Flash, wouldn't have the problem, but full team exists. At least this is supposed to somewhat be helpful. I know it's supposed to be one of the walls. See, this is the worst part of Gen 2 when you have nothing, you just see yourself. Because if anything, I'm pretty sure the item to my left is a max elixir. Unless it's not, it's... Well, I'm pretty sure it would have to be. There we go, now we can actually see. Yeah, so not fun. That is just not fun at all. Just to make sure. I've only at least one person was here watching with me, because I don't know where Pickermaster is. But we are here. Against Red, with this team. That's how I could form an instance for us to get through a pitch black place.
But the final battle starts now. I don't outspeed, are you serious? That was my whole plan. Tauros, what the fuck? Well, we do okay to half of the plan worked.
Okay, here's Espion. Okay, we're gonna have to send in Dogfay because Shadowboard's gonna do more than crunch. Even if it's likely gonna set up a reflect. Wait, how am I faster than it? That doesn't seem logical. I was expecting it to be slower. Great, I wasted a turn. Get blasted in the face. Yeah, because Espion Okos me. But not even a crit needed. I'm just that weak, special defensively. Okay, I don't remember Espion being that slow. That I can outspeed the Espion. Normally Espion's supposed to be, like, has base 90 or so speed. Like, it's like 113 special attack, 110 special defense, and 90 or so in speed. How am I faster than it? At least we have the Espeon down with one in red, one in yellow, and the other one gone. So now it's a small one. Okay. Do I just have to set up the lids? Because they can set up Amnesia all at once, that's special defense. Not defense. Ah! You're joking. Oh, I thought I was still able to outspeed it, of course! I should have healed. And I haven't healed this entire time. Luckily, its defense is down by 2. So if I can get a crit with Slash, it should go down. Or is it just that bulky it won't? Ah! It went down to 1, essentially. With a crit! Oh, come on! That is not fun! Okay, here's a Venusaur, and... well, we've got one out for the special occasion. Why did do that? Okay, now you just made it so that if I don't upgrade, then I'm gonna get Solar Beamed and also Charizard's coming out next. It's not gonna be Blastoise now, is it? Because the Venusaur's not a problem because it doesn't try and attack me off the start. Wait. Just another Blastoise now, even though water moves are weakened. Unless you're just gonna use Rain Dance. I'm gonna hope that one uses Rain Dance off the start. Because then I can just set up Thunder Punch. Yeah, odd choices. I thought I was gonna go with Rain Dance to try and get rid of the rain. Said no, it just KOs my team. I have rest on there. I don't know how much it's gonna be helpful. Because all it does is put Bulldozer back in the game. And it hasn't missed Blizzard in 2 times, even though normally Blizzard would miss for me instantly. I'm gonna have to... really still don't get why it's not tried to set up Rain Dance at all. And it's only done Blizzard. And it hasn't even missed 1 Blizzard. Which is ridiculous. Oh, so now it's faded, of course it has. And Cortandron ends up being faster. But my other members are not faster than it. But okay, one was. It has rain dance. Why is it not trying to set up using rain dance at all? And also, if you notice, I used Thunderbolt, and it didn't even do over half.
This is already not fun! Like, the only two members left are Blastoise and Charizard. I can't do much. If my team is slower and can't even do over half health to any of them. Drain Claw this way is my best bet. But yes, at least I've used my entire team, and Winged can't do anything. Because it's gonna get Blizzard. Or not. I'm pretty sure that's none of all of... Well, unless it's got 10 PP. But at least that's 2 Blizzards that... Oh, now you decide to use Rain Dance! Yep, great time for you to use it. Okay, yeah, Winged was essentially a sacrifice, but what I wanted to do was, you know, make it so it'd be close to gone. Because Red does not use full restores. And last time I checked, I'm not risking it. I'm gonna need the backup. So who the fuck to choose? Because honestly, in terms of speed, Power Drone is the best option. Because I don't know if Jane Cole can survive a stab serve with Rain Dance. It can. I have to do some switches here because I need those switches. And because I'm still faster, unless there's some amount of speed time, then I can at least use Palindrome. But yes, level 55, you can't do it without items unless you really think that's a good idea. I'm guessing I would have to actually use Psychic for stab. But yeah, look! One left! And it's faster than me! And it surprisingly did not even kill me, even though that's a stab move. I did a crit and it only did half? Oh, come on! But the special defense is 4, even though as of right now... Can I not just check their stats to see which one has the best special defense at all? Okay, 114, 95, 115, 108, 109. Really, my best bet is still Chain Claw? Well, okay then. Although the best is a bit of a stretch. But am I really screwed? Well, okay. Go with the fall, and then see if I can somewhat survive a flamethrower. Because to my knowledge, it's not gonna set up. Instead of the burn though. Oh my god, gee. Ugh. It's like even if I do heal, Charles, I can still do over half health in one go. And it's like saying Bulldozer is still the best because of outspeeding. But I don't know if one can outspeed because it didn't outspeed the Pikachu. So I don't think it has chances of outspeeding a Charizard either. And I don't have chances. I'm gonna have to risk it. Because Bulldozer is the fastest on the team. But at the same time, I can only really revive one because Charizard's that powerful. And still faster. Yeah, that's attempt one. And I didn't. I was so close to winning. Well then. That is gonna have to be clipped at some point to then put onto my main channel. To just show how ruthless it can be. Just because it's easier in this game compared to how it is in Hogwarts or whatever. Doesn't make it easy, not when I have the team that I have. And I was also hoping that I was able to get the outspeed and I couldn't. So now we're going in for attempt 2. Okay, if anything, I'm hoping for it to go for Thunder and miss. Like that. Because it means I have a Bulldozer full health. And now I have the information of I need to know. Okay, Espeon can one-shot Dog Fairy off the start, but it's more on the case of I need to be able to use Shadow Ball. Also, that doesn't make any. It's not really a speed time. Where last time Dog Fairy was faster than Espeon. And because I didn't know that. But that is unless Scary Face has priority. I don't know. But it's just stupid of how when I did use Scary Face before, like it seemed like there was some form of a speed tie. Cause there must have, you know, it shouldn't have been. But it must have priority, Scary Face. Because clearly, the move I wanted to use didn't want to fucking work. Not when I'm that slow. Well, don't say it's so slow that an Espeon can outspeed it. I know it's slow anyways. But slow in such a way, and also weak in such a way that it can't survive a psychic. I know that it's not resisted, but it's also not super effective. Now let's hope I don't get body slammed to shit. Because as soon as that does happen, I'm screwed. And already it's trying to set up amnesia, but also it's trying to go for that body slam to paralyze me. As soon as it does, I'm screwed. How does it get it guaranteed? Twice on the first turn it uses it. I'm calling the bullshit card. How is it able to get paralysis on the body slam? Both times it was used. Like, I don't know how much it's gonna do, because how do we do that much when I've got that much health left? And also I used a leer. How about you, Snorlax? I know that you're good for this run, but I didn't want to use you because you're too obvious to use. But how does a reversal not do more? And now all we have is the starters. Okay, I don't know which one is the bare move. Okay, Ice Punch would technically be more powerful. And it's just, why is my, I know it's like 20 level gap, but all of my team is just slower than one's entire team. And Red's team can nearly one-shot my entire team. Because I just don't have resistances. If I could just get the freeze, it would have been nice. But do you really think I'm gonna get the freeze when the freeze is rare to get anyways? But yeah, half my team is fainted. One is fully healed, one was close to dead, and the one is close to dead. Yes, if I wanted to grind more, then obviously I'd have to get to 60 and hope that I could just outspeed some of them. But as of right now, even if I outspeed them, I barely do any damage to them. Oh, you're setting our trials up now. Is it gonna set up Sunny Day or something? I don't know. I know what it will do. It's going to outspeed all of my Pokemon and pretty much outcode them with Flamethrower. Because that's what it did last time. Of course, a Pokemon that I'm not the greatest fan of for how much attention it gets is also the one stopping me from finishing this game. Mainly because that can happen, and also if I try to use my move of Slash, it doesn't fucking matter because I just get outsped anyways. Which means it would only be good if I had full health on the turn it was being used. Seriously, how was I able to do this at this level with the team I had before? I won't know. Was it a balanced team because they were different types? Yes. But somehow I was able to do that, and yet now I can't. Because my entire team just doesn't have much for special defense. None of it all. Like any mons that focus on physical attack, fine. It's just special attack. This is not good at all. I mean, really doesn't help when he decides to be a dick and use fire spin just so it can OHKO me. Yeah, I'm down again. Even when I got what I wanted and making it so that Bulldozer was able to not get hit at all to Pikachu, it still got charmed. And it didn't even matter because Charizard and Espeon exist. Meaning my best option is trying to shut down Espeon with Palindrome off the start, even if I'm slower, meaning I can't try and flinch it. Ah, I can. Deja Crunch doesn't have anything to like slow them down. I have nothing to slow any of them down. Like somehow Espeon is near enough the only one where I'm able to heal up and be fine, because Espeon can't OHKO something that resists its main attack. Like I said, I get the special defense drop, which is nice. If only I could have it do that every time I used it. Clearly it's looking like I might not be able to beat Red in this stream at all. And I might have to go up to... I'll try 57 the next time I do this, which would be Monday. Definitely don't want to do any more grinding today. Especially when it's really ridiculous that my main plan to try and use Genghis for Snorlax doesn't work when the damage, well, the radius of health for damage for reversal is weird, and it's like, yeah, you have to be on essentially 1 HP to get good damage. And also Dogface actually managed to get hit in because I can't do it against Espeon for some reason. I mean, you can do that all you like. I just wish I could use Shadow Ball on it. Actually, I wouldn't really want it because it's boosted special. And I wish I could get the poison off, except no, cause wait for it. Yep, that's the paralysis that I predict now, because I just expected to do that every single fucking time it uses Body Slam first turn. Well, okay, not the first turn of it existing, but the first turn of it using Body Slam. I just expect the paralysis. Because why? And even if I do heal back up, it's just gonna send one back into that range. And Body Slam's 100% accurate, so I can't even try and rely on that. If it was Slam, then I could attempt to exploit it. But I can't. And this could attempt to be a good source for experience. Except, no, when most of my team just dies very quickly. Okay, clearly you'll want to set up Solar Beam immediately. I'm guessing Dingus will not survive this. Doesn't boost Solar Beam's power, just makes it so that you don't need to charge at all. Okay, I did actually survive it. It got the confusion off. Hit yourself! Haha! Because if it's only gonna go for Solar Beam, then I'm fine. Or it just hits itself with confusion more times. And now we're back to the same two of Charizard and Blastoise. But now we've got... okay. Oh no. I have nothing. The sun is still up somehow. And also it's Charizard Flamethrower. Meaning, even when I did put one up to full health, I don't expect survival to happen. Yeah, don't even need a crit and it still happens. Seriously, I don't know how it's Blastoise and Charizard that storm me out. Because their moves do that much damage. And very rarely do they ever go for a move that either isn't 100% accurate or is quite literally only there for settle. Because Fire Spin's only there just so it can OHKO. Guarantee. And I wish I got the fucking confusion off. But no. Okay, I don't know who the second viewer is, but just saying this is like my third attempt on red. What, the Fire Spin is still in effect even if you use a full restore? That's a bit odd. Just because it's not Silence effect doesn't mean you can't use a full restore to attempt to, you know, survive. Even though I'm using full restores for no reason and it's going to be completely fucking pointless because I can't outspeed this fucking thing. Because watch. I can't. And it's going to be using the same 95 base power, 100 accuracy move that won't miss, and it's faster because of how much, well, higher level it is than me. I mean, even if I survive one move, I get like one chance. It really is not fun. Trying to just hope that at least one more Pokemon can survive the attack, and then after that, do enough damage to then switch over to another Pokemon that would have full health, because I get like one chance to even attack at all. I mean, Charizard's faster than everything I have. I just gotta hope that at least one of my Pokemon can survive. Even though a Thrash, that is stab, does about 25%. So what I've got to hope? That Chain Claw can at least do something with Slash. Because even when I am able to outspeed it with Palindrome, it does not do enough damage at all. If I had Pokemon that were roughly the same level, like 70 is, just would be a piece of cake. But that is not the case now, is it? No, I've got Pokemon about 20 or so levels lower. Clearly means I'm in a sticky situation, because regardless of how things go, it still ends up in a very similar case. That somehow I'm still slower than a fucking turtle. Yes, it has cannon on the back, but that doesn't make one faster. Okay, seriously, I'm still hoping that I can survive. Okay, she's in Rain Dance, but that's just gonna make the serve even more fucking powerful than it already is. Look at that! Oh, but who the fuck to send back in? What? Hang on, was Winged faster than it? I think Winged actually was faster, so hopefully my plan is to make it so that Winged can use Drill Peck immediately. Because even though it wouldn't be able to survive a Surf, it should be fast enough so that it doesn't need to survive it at all. If this fails, then shit. Come on! You want the Prodigy! Yes! 4th attempt! Took longer than it should had. Holy shit. We actually did it. I'm saying we. It was actually completed. We beat Red. All of Pokemon Crystal. Well, yeah. Red mean all of Pokemon Crystal with a team of only normal type Pokemon and being about 20 or so levels underneath. Did we use items? Yes. But it wasn't exactly in the rules saying that I can't. The challenge is only using normal types. Because, you know, one weakness. And they all share it. But my god. They may not have had any flying type moves. But they're that powerful enough that most of their moves could OHKO my Pokemon. Or be in range so that they could OHKO. If Red had any full restores, I would be fucked. There's no chance of me even surviving that. But, if this wasn't on Gold or Silver, it could be slightly different.
Mainly because I would actually have the elemental punches as physical moves, Shadow Ball would be special, meaning Giraffic would be able to use it properly, Natures would be introduced, but be available. Like, overall, it would be easy in some ways, but possibly more difficult in others. I mean, I would be able to get a Togekiss until post game, but then I'd be able to flinch sweep everything. So yes, the end. And we managed to do it with about 10 minutes to spare. Because of this being the end of Pokemon Crystal Normal Types Only run, and the stream, any final words for the two people that it says are here? But I don't know if they are here to say anything. But yes, did it with this team. Oh, Jesus Christ. Clearly I'm going to have to split this. Well, okay. Still have it as a VOD eventually. But what we'll do is on my main channel, just split it up into like the first few attempts. And then have the final attempt actually just be one thing. Because that, like, with the Elite Four, I was able to do it in one go. That was the Elite Four on steroids, even without full restores. Because Dog Fairy just got overcome by Espeon every time I tried to use it. Genghis couldn't do enough against Snorlax and got paralyzed every single time it used Body Slam first time. Palandrone was able to survive the Espeon eventually. Could not do enough damage against Blastoise. I don't think it really got much of a chance against Charizard because it could usually use Flamethrower and then or Fire Spin and Flamethrower. Chain Claw did well. It's still annoying that one time that I thought I was able to crit the Snorlax and Okurt, and then it went into red, very close to dying. Of course someone wins. Winged saved me right there, because if there was one Pokemon that was going to outspeed it, it would be Winged with 139 speed. No other Pokemon was even going to have a chance. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure Thrash, well, Bulldozer. Okay, so I could have easily chosen one Winged or Bulldozer. Both of them were fast enough. But Chain Claw was not fast enough. Palandrone might have been able to. Kangaskhan likely no. So yeah, it was just Winged and Bulldozer really that were fast enough. And I did try and ask for final words here, but for reasons unknown, one person left, and someone who may or may not be here doesn't want to say anything. Rarely ever do I get anyone to say final words. I've only been managed to get twice. Yes, some people do have to leave, but it's not. For some reason, they have to be like me and to not say anything. But usually I'm able to leave because it's like a larger person stream. Not someone where there's some people here, but I wouldn't say a lot. But if there's going to be no one saying anything, I'll say my own final words. Holy shit! Which means we can actually do the Gen 1 run on Monday. To my knowledge, I haven't said what it is. If I have, then I've already spoiled it. And also shocked that one certain person hasn't joined the stream at all. The name of Mr. Donsky. I'm shocked that he hasn't appeared at all. If I was doing a Friday night stream, I would, but that is not happening. Because personal life. but Monday streams, yes. Wednesday stream is still off, because that always is. Weekend streams off, never have done when Wednesday streams. But I already did give a clue to which type it would be, and I'll reiterate it. It's the type that most of the mons, well, at least 3 of the mons within the type are combined with another type, giving it 2 4 times weaknesses. And it really does give it away if I say, actually no, say it like this, because then it gives you an option of 2 types of what it could easily be. Because there should sound a lot of others. Mainly because why would I use Dragon when I'm only going to have Dratini into Dragonite and then just sweep the game? Why would I do that? But because of I'm needing to end it right here, right now. Ciao for now.